Blackmore.
Now, when I say I've dreamed of having more Kung Fu inspired cinema games like this, once again, we used to have things like Jet Li's Rise to Honor, Sleeping Dogs, or even Jackie Chan's Stuntmaster on the PlayStation 1. And when I say I've dreamed of having more games like this again, Sifu answered the call. But the fact that we are getting more and more games like that coming out of the woodworks, Acts of Blood has crazy potential. The fact that the devs used the raid as a big inspiration behind the overall tone, the action pace, the brutality in a lot of the fights is already A plus material in my book. So I had to sit down and try this game out for myself. After playing for a good while, going through the basics and everything, the combat flow is really good. It's pretty interesting of how everything in it seems to have actual weight behind it. Anytime you sit there, throw out a punch, throw out a kick, even whenever yourself get hit by an opponent, there's actual weight to it, that you actually are, in a sense, feeling that weight of just someone hitting you. And what I found so interesting too during the combat as well, that I noticed that you have to like shake things up a bit and mix up your opponents to do combo strings, because if you just constantly keep going for low kicks, you'll start noticing the enemies will start hard countering that every single time. So you have to throw out different combinations in order to really open them up and get your executions off. And that is something I truly appreciate, that already that little level of detail is already here packaged in the demo. Now, mind you, again, this is a demo. It's still a bit of a rough cut of everything. So we are still going to be needing to see like improvements, which I have no doubt in my mind the devs are going to sit there and approve upon this, because they have something here. As long as we're able to see that potential here get watered and nurtured into something great in the final product, you will start seeing even way more games like this pop out. And I encourage that too as well, because that, as someone that's a big Kung Fu nerd as I am, I would love to have more games like this, something that I can constantly sink my teeth into. And the story already in itself, from what they are trying to build with this game, is already intriguing to me. So I would love to see how much they end up fleshing out the story as well. So I don't think there's a particular release date, a hard concrete release date for this game yet, from as much as what I've seen. But any feedback or so that you would love to give to the devs, like after playing the game, please feel free to tell them in the Steam discussion board too, because right there is where they're looking through, combing through, answering questions too. And I'm sure even if you put out like something on X or even on YouTube or so, they are paying attention real closely to the community, so they know they have something great on their hands. And I hope they just keep this momentum going. Like, guys, truly, I will say the only things that I had issues with is sometimes the camera will go crazy in certain moments during the fight, and sometimes the controller for the DualSense, from what I'm using to play this game, there is some moments where it just completely unresponsive. So I don't know if that just has something to do with the demo build itself or either Steam. But yeah, I've never had this problem before with any other games out there. So I don't know if that's just an issue with the demo build. So, but yeah, sometimes it'll become unresponsive in certain sequences. And then I'll say like some of the animations. So things like that I'm not going to be too hung up on, with the animation still being pretty early, because you can tell, yeah, this is like very early build wise of the game. But the fact, I will just leave it at this, you guys have something solid here. I will keep my eye on this heavily, similar just how I did with Sifu, Absolver, all of those games. So I would love to see more things like this become a norm for gaming, of just getting these type of games back into the gaming sphere. So hopefully they keep the momentum going of what they have here with the Axe of Blood. But anyways, folks, don't want to take up too much of your time. Just wanted to throw something out there because this game was already catching my eye out there, and I was seeing little clips here and there. So I felt like just throwing out my 2 cents there. But anyways, y'all, Blackmore here, signing out. Catch you later, folks. Peace.
The study of Kung Fu fighting is ongoing. Don't ever hope to master all of them. So be careful.